Baltimore is more than crabs in the wire, and I'm here to share the real stories of the real, true talented people in the city who don't get the recognition that they deserve. Please sit back, relax, subscribe, and watch how we make the whole world want to be more like us. Welcome back, week number 3. I told you I was going to be consistent. I know I was 3 years removed, but I'm serious about being consistent, all right? Now, we are social distancing. You'll see our special guest in a second if you already haven't seen the title. I mean, clearly you've seen the title, but I just want to let you know respect to those who have been affected by the virus. We do care and we do recognize and respect the guidelines, all right? Wish everybody's safe. Now, back to what we're doing, week number 3 in the new series, right? Be More Like Us 410. Last week's interview, man, with Stephen Green. Woo! When he talked about marriage and respecting the black woman in the community. Tough interview. If you missed that interview, I don't know what to tell you. You need to click right here and go check that out, man. That got me, man. That hit home, all right? You know, I have dreams of getting married, and that brother definitely preached last week, all right? Make sure you check out his business, Paintless Dent Doctor, all right? Now, today, though, we're talking about today. We're keeping it moving on this positivity train, all the positive highlights in Baltimore. I have somebody special to me, and I know I said that about the other two, but everybody's special to me if they on here, all right? And me and this brother have a personal relationship about 8 years now that it's 21. And without further ado, man, we're going to get into that when we talk. I have Cool Ant. That's all y'all going to get. I know his real name. Oh my God, but all y'all going to get is Cool Ant. All right? If he chooses to say his name, that's on him. All right? But Cool Ant was part of the original Funny Team. God rest in peace to G Songs. Definitely miss Big Bro. And just to take a moment of seriousness, he was one of the reasons that I actually stopped a couple years ago because his death impacted me so much on top of a lot of deaths that year. Kenny Bain, Ashley, rest in peace to my man China Mike's mom. It was just like back to back to back. I lost about 21 people that year. And, I had to catch him. I had to find myself, man. I had to find myself. But I know my purpose here is bigger than me. And you got to learn how to push through stuff, man. So that's just my little motivational minute that came impromptu. But I really had to say that, and definitely love and respect to his family, Big Gerald, and his kids are thriving. His son is balling. His daughter's vibrant. And it is so dope, man, to see, man. We pray that it stays that way. Those kids stay vibrant, and his legacy lives through them. All right, big shout out to Baltimore's funny guy, G Songs. But yeah, my man right here was part of the original Funny Team. We stayed tight over the years, just like most of my TFT family. Yeah, sure. Rest in peace, Boone, too. He was part of he was supposed to be the road manager. He unfortunately met his death that year as well. So this is deep, man. This is why we're supposed to be here.
There's a few good funny people, man.
Yeah. Desi, yeah.
Will.
Yeah. No, I'm saying the people who had passed on.
Will
passed
Will
on.
passed on to Will Kearney.
Oh, yeah, Will Kearney. Damn,
you know
Will.
People forget Will is gone because his presence was just so, his presence was just so here, bro. And it's still on. Like, it was the only cop in the Baltimore City or played cop. You know
yes, he was. Will was a big part. He lost his fight. Well, he didn't die through violence. He lost his fight with a medical condition.
Right.
But either way, he's not here. But his spirit lives through both of us. So with that being said, man, who are you? Where you from? Let's shake that off. Shake some vibes off, man.
I'm Cool Ant. I like Cool Ant, and you just made me think about something because I'm like, I would prefer Cool Ant over Anthony Williams. It makes me an individual. My real name is just Anthony Williams.
Right.
No middle name or nothing.
Right.
And that's everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of names like that, but Cool Ant was something that I earned, something that it describes me as a person. It just, you know, I feel like it fit my whole profile. So
Cool Ant isn't like about a bug. It's saying Cool Anthony.
Yeah, basically.
All right, I was just making sure it wasn't like a bug life or something.
I really got the name from my homegirl, Cool Ray. Right?
Oh.
Her name was Cool Ray back in the day on Instagram. I was trying to find a name that fit me.
Right.
And we was kind of, and we was tight. So I'm like, yo, I'm a cool dude too. So I told her, like, man, I'm about to make mine Cool Ant. Like,
that's funny. Simple but funny.
Yeah, so every time this shit would hit me, like, I'm the originator. I try to shout out on my story every now and then. You might see it. And I'm like, yo, shout out to the original Cool, So,
that's what's up. Well, that's respect. You got to give respect to those in front of you.
Pay homage, bro.
So where you from, man? I mean, like,
Baltimore, born and raised, man.
Okay.
Well, I'm lying. I actually was born in West Baltimore, but I moved when I was 6, so I don't really have any West Baltimore experiences. Like, I ain't really do too much. Like, I really found myself in East Baltimore. I really had my bulk of my experiences in East Baltimore. Spent a lot of my childhood time there. You know, a lot of my friends live in East Baltimore. Now I got
2-parent household, single-parent household?
Nah, so my parents was in the same house.
That's what's
know?
up.
Yeah,
That's what's up, man.
They made
I never
work,
experienced that.
Yeah, and a lot of my friends didn't. That's why they took to my house. Like my house was to like come over and stay. Like it might be we had a bunk bed. It might be me and 3 of my homies at the bottom, my brother and 2 of his homies up top, and we all sleeping the long way. We like a piano keys, like you know what I'm saying? We just making the joint work, bro. So it's like my house was that house, like, and we dealt with our drama. You know what I'm saying? Probably more than what some probably wanted to deal with. You know, but nonetheless, though, for that feeling alone, I had to appreciate it. You know?
Make sure before we go any further, you like, click, subscribe, and kick the notification bell. Remember, click the kick. All right. Coming from the comedy world, you know, it's easy to laugh and joke. I remember hella packed sessions at your house, the one over West and over East, matter of fact, because I ain't gonna get to you in that. You know what I'm saying? Hella packed sessions. But I watch you mature and grow into a different person, as you should be. You know, they say when you become a man, you put away childish things.
Right.
That's what it says in the Bible. And I watched you go from, you know, this funny teenager wild and not being in places you ain't supposed to be, shout out to the Tilted Pig. All right. To going away to college. You went to Bowie, I believe, right? And became Mr. Bowie, I believe, right? And got a degree, which is one thing I never had, bro. You know, one thing I never finished college. Went to college on a 4 ride, I never finished.
Joined the frat while I was there too.
Joined the frat. Q?
Yep.
Q? Okay, I'm on the roll right now. I'm feeling good. I feel like I did my homework. Feel like a homework. Right. I did my homework, man. And but now you manifest into a business owner. Speak on that. What is your business, and you know, are you still currently doing the business?
Yeah. So I always wanted to do community work. That was even my comedy. I looked at as community work. Like people ask me, like they don't really ask me all the time now, but they're like, why I used to do videos and stuff, and I was like, bro, I always wanted to make people day better. And once I saw like I can do that through laughter and touch so many people right here from my living room, why not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I used to always say, and I put that in my bio. I was like, yo, for the this on Instagram had 15-second videos.
Right.
I said, for the 15 seconds that you laughing at my videos, you're not thinking about bills you behind on, money you owe to somebody, who's stressing you, who beating you, who molesting you, who doing whatever to you. You're not thinking about none of that. Work you back on. You just enjoying this one moment, and imagine feeling that 15 seconds for 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Imagine having that type of relief that for half of your day. We damn near don't get it at all. Right. You know, so like comedy to me is like it's really an outlet. It's therapy. It's therapeutic. So that was always my approach. And then I started, you know, networking a lot more, meeting people that was showing me different ways that I can give back. Hey, let me give you this job so you can make this type of money. So now you can feed the homeless. So let me show you how to write grants. So let me show you how to you know, start a nonprofit. So now you can get money donated to you from and gifted to you, you know, from organizations that don't have the time to do the work you want to do. An organization like DTLR or like a you know, who else was Under Armour or like a whoever
Reebok, Nike,
you know
right?
Whoever you may see in the community is because they don't have the time to do it, so they want to empower somebody like Be Easy. And if I can be the person to represent my neighborhood and my community, is like let me put myself in the best position to do that. So what's the inner workings of this stuff, you know? Because this laugh is only for 15 seconds. I'm trying to change your life for the rest of your life, you know? So it's like, all right, this was the beginning of it, but that was just me getting the ball rolling where I really was supposed to be.
Where you wanted to go.
You know? And not even where I wanted to go, because I didn't know where I wanted to go. I wanted to do that in the moment.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like, even now, bro, I don't know where I'm going to end up. You know what I'm saying? I just say I'm doing God's work. He just put me in the positions he want to put me in. And I recognize it in the moment.
So what did you label God's work? Like, what's the name of your business?
Neighborhood Hero.
Okay, and why that out of all the possible combinations?
So, and this is dope too, man. So this girl just, she asked me what was my favorite 90s childhood cartoon. And I was like, it was Static Shock. And I always loved the fact of like this young black kid just saving the neighborhood, you know, like just always being there. Because we didn't see it. Like, we didn't see it. Like, we saw young black destroying it.
Captain Planet definitely wasn't black.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he definitely. The Thundercats wasn't either.
Nobody was black.
So I remember Static Shock.
Got a black ranger, that's it. And he wasn't the leader.
Yeah, bro. So, you know, and then, you know, Neighborhood Hero, the name just came about like last year.
Super dope too.
And I just made it a nonprofit this year, right? And I'm still working on the paperwork to finalize it. I'm a firm believer in doing the work without the title. So because I didn't have a nonprofit or I didn't own a business, wasn't gonna stop me from moving like a business owner. Like I didn't own it. I just wanted to do the work. Like that's all I wanted to do. And in doing the work, I started finding more and more, or meeting more and more people that were showing me the business side of it. And that's why I say your network is your net worth, because you can not know nothing, and somebody can teach you something that's going to change the game. And that's what it was, man. It was just like, yo, it's time for me to really be that representation, and neighborhood hero. It just fits so perfect, because I feel like we all got a superpower within us. We just gotta step outside our comfort zone and find it. Like literally, people look at me as a neighborhood hero, but anybody can be that. Like, it can be anybody. Like, literally anybody. Like, for your neighborhood, you can be that hero. And I don't want people to think neighborhood hero is just me. No, it's anybody. It's anybody. That's why I try to highlight people to say, yo, thank you for being a neighborhood hero, or thank you for being your neighborhood hero. I'm not saying I'm the neighborhood hero. Nah, I'm just a neighborhood hero of many.
But I appreciate you being a hero.
No, for sure, bro. Thank you. And you are too, so.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So, you sold Baltimore, more Raggedy Street, Bel Air Road or North Avenue?
North Avenue.
You like them bike lanes? You like them bike?
Yo, yes, bro. North Avenue for a fact. Bel Air Road get a little smoother the closer you get to the top, because the county. North Avenue is hood to hood. Hilton to Milton, Milton to Hilton. That's it, yo. All trenches. Yeah, it's all this.
Oh, God.
Like,
definitely Warburg Junction to the cemetery.
Yes, yo, that's it.
Oh, my God. So, I know neighborhood hero. Now, I feel like a neighborhood hero. Even though I see it, I it's dope hearing about it.
Yeah,
but
about
this, what people who often do stuff in the community don't talk about what they do. You kind of just basically explained it. But what's some of the things you've done and accomplished? You can look back and smile and know that neighborhood hero is doing currently.
Yeah, so I got a cookout for the homeless that I do. And we actually 8 years strong with that. Actually, been doing that since I've known you, for real.
Okay.
And I just put that under neighborhood hero. I've been that was one of the things that I've been.
Did that sponsor that with the shoe thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
okay, all right.
One of the things I've been doing.
We gotta do that again this year.
Exactly. I didn't have nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, solidified. So the cookout for the homeless, I did a trunk or treat for the kids last year, and I do now the fitness group, Building Bodies and Bonds. It's under Neighborhood Hero, which is the overall goal is for us to create things, and it was basically curate events to show people the hero in them, so they can empower their own neighborhoods. And we say so you can run your own neighborhood, which is rebuild, uplift, and nurture. So the whole thing is like through this fitness mentality, or through this just like getting active, out networking, moving, and one of our biggest goals is to expand life expectancy. So we do things like the run, we do things like educate people on like balanced food diets and super fruits and things in that nature. We mentor now a lot of the young kids that ride the bikes through the city, because we see that the bikes attract the youth. So if the bike gonna be the draw in, let's draw them in with the bikes, but I teach them something while we ride. If we do a 20-mile ride, come on, why not talk about what you doing, what's some of your goals, how school looking, so it's the perfect time for it. So just using what we have to really do what we can for the people around us.
So with that being said, what would you tell the kids? You're always around the kids. I'm always around kids. More so adults and kids, but my drive is kids, before, pre the virus. So what would you tell these kids out here? What would you tell them?
Step outside your norm. Like that's the biggest thing. Like get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Like literally, whatever you used to, cut it. Like just cut it and just try something different. Because when you get put in these situations when you gotta pull something out of yourself, you start seeing your value to yourself. Because you're not getting spoon fed anymore, and we can think we got it bad as much as we want to, but until you get stripped, like TDJ said, you don't know how good feel until you felt bad, right? So you think you feel bad, but get rid of your little bit of good that you have, and then you really see how bad things can get. You know what I'm saying? So really strip yourself of that. And I had that moment where I did it to myself. So
a lot of people say Baltimore strips you. So speaking of strip, where do you see Baltimore in 5 years with the current leadership and the things we've been? Where do you see Baltimore in the next 5 years?
I see a lot more fathers. I see a lot more dads being active. I see a lot more activists. I see a lot more people starting non-profits. A lot more women doing hair and nails and makeup. Salons opening up. 25th Street look like Black Wall Street. Al Mayer went to Mervo. You know what I'm saying? To put your mask up. So he sound like us, look like us, walk like us, got a bush like us. We getting close, bro. You know what I'm saying? We getting close, and I getting chills thinking about it.
Yeah, that's called a chill.
Yo, when we think about Baltimore in 5 years, you know what I'm saying? We can think about it as much as we want, but Lauren, we don't see Baltimore how we used to see it because it's not in the street no more. Like we becoming young professionals. You said it yourself. You're like, even yourself. Yeah, because I see the game we got to play. You know what I'm saying? I see how we got to move, bro. It's a lot bigger than just out running wild on the street, telling a joke and doing what you're doing. It's a lot bigger than her teaching her last class. No, you really making this young lady an entrepreneur. You empowering her. You showing her superpowers. You making her own hero to herself. You know what I'm saying?
So will you still be here in 5 years?
For sure. I'm not going nowhere, bro. I plan to do something in 5 years. It's going to turn up. I ain't going to mention it on camera, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell me, yo. I want the D's.
As soon as the camera's
I want the D's. I want the exclusive. So listen, man. Another one in the books. I never wanted to end, man. Before I let it end, anybody you want to shout out? Anything? Anybody?
Honestly, anybody, because I try my hardest not to like just one person, right? Anybody that ever supported anything I ever done, donated $1, a cent, spent a minute, second, hour, came to an event, made yourself vulnerable enough to accept something from me, tried to trust in me to do whatever. That's anybody watching this, and I pray y'all watch this when I'm long gone. I just know this was a thank you to you directly, like no specific person, no one person, like everybody. I tell my friends, I'm like, bro, it takes a village to raise a child. If Baltimore had a child, if East Baltimore and West Baltimore had a baby, and everybody in the city had something to do with that baby, I'm it. Like, I'm literally Baltimore's baby. Like, I'm the child, you know, that was raised by that village of Baltimore. So thank y'all. Like, you know.
And that just leads me to say this. I always do like a little something before I get off. And people ask me, all right, with all these businesses and all the things you've accomplished, selling over 17,000 articles of clothing, 10 humanitarian awards, list goes on and on, all this stuff I've accomplished in the midst of all this rejection, including DTLR. DTLR rejected my clothing. You know what I mean? No love to them. No love. I was a Timberland model for them and all that. So DTLR always got a special place. They show me mad love out in the streets.
Right.
You know, but I just say that to say that my biggest real
person.
No, it's never person. It's business. It taught me. It made remember this. Your downfalls shape and chisel you for your success. And, you know, that's the last thing I want to say, because you hit on something when you say your Baltimore's baby. What I want to be, everybody asks me, what do you want to be? What's your goal in life? To be the hometown hero. To be that guy that was organically me. I did things my way. I never tried to show off, never tried to do any of the things that people remember from my younger years. But when it was all said and done, my kids would be like the kings. They'll be able to walk anywhere and be respected for the labor of love that I put into everything that I did. And that's my goal in life. And ain't nothing gonna stop it. You know what I mean? And nothing's gonna stop you from subscribing and kicking that notification bell so that you can hear more dope content. I'm so honored that Ant is in a space and anybody else that's on here. And remember, guys, we still have 49 more people coming to the channel that you don't want to miss. You don't know who's going to be on here. And we're going to rotate locations. So you don't know what black-owned business we're going to be in, where we're going to be. And yes, I'm definitely empowering my people, even though I'm not a racist. I have amazing Asian, Korean friends, all different nationalities. I love everybody, but we got to love us too. And we got to start pushing us more, because that's what they do as well. All right. And with that being said, please join for next week for our first female guest of the season, who's somebody else I've known for almost 30 years. And I'm excited for her to be here. All right. So you definitely want to tune in. And you also want to check out Bmore Soulful Kicks on Instagram. Is my nonprofit and my way of giving back free shoes to families in need, primarily in the inner city, because we got to look out for Baltimore first. But anybody in need, hit us up in private or below. And remember, who's fighting the most in the comments? Because whoever has the top comment get a free merch every week. Who's giving out free merch every week, man? Who gonna get the drip? Who gonna drip drop? See you next week, man. Be more like us.